How to heal from trauma. This video was actually recommended by one of my subscribers, and of course I decided that what an amazing opportunity to speak about how we can heal from our pain, from our traumas, from everything bad that has happened to us, because I know for a fact we all go through things in our lives, but what matters is us healing and coming out of it victorious. And so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you must realize, most important thing, is that trauma isn't actually what happened to you. Trauma is your emotional response to what happened to you. And the first thing you must do to overcome that trauma is acknowledge it. You have to face it. There's no other way. Don't try to ignore it. Don't try to run from it. And don't try to put it aside. You have to acknowledge what happened to you. Because here's the thing, healing starts when you process what happened to you. For example, you may be abandoned. You say, I was abandoned. You acknowledge it. You're like, yeah, that's what happened. I was abused. This is exactly what happened. And I know for a fact many people try to avoid that, because when you're processing what happened to you and you're kind of in a way accepting it, you may feel helpless or out of control. And that's why some people can't sit with it. They just try to brush it off, which is the reason to why I told you in the beginning, don't run from it, don't ignore it, none of that. You have to sit with it, because ignoring that pain isn't actually gonna take it away. And it's definitely not gonna make it disappear. A lot of people who may be going through pain might go to alcohol, for example, to try to ease the pain away. They might go to drugs. They start to sleep with people. They may even get addicted to food. Like, I'm telling you, you trying to escape that pain is gonna lead you to so many paths that you don't want to get yourself into. And so I'm telling you, the worst thing you can do to yourself is trying to cope with that pain in ways that don't even look like you. Because you're greater than you going to alcohol and easing your pain away. Because you're trying to escape your reality. But no. The way to heal is to face it. Now, another thing you also need to do in order to heal yourself is to take your pain to God. And when I say take your hurt to God, I don't mean in like a very formal way. Like, no. Speak to God about what happened to you. Cry out to Him for help. You can even ask Him questions. Just have an honest, genuine conversation from your heart. And any confusion you may have, all your hurt, all your pain, take it to Him. And He will handle it. He can handle it because He's God. Just be honest with Him. You can ask Him like, why did this happen to me, God? I don't deserve this. Or some people may say, you could have stopped it. Like, I'm telling you, just be honest with Him. Of course, don't try to blame Him, because at the end of the day, God did not cause those things to happen to you. But because we live in a broken world, sin is already everywhere. So I'm telling you, just let Him bear the weight of your questions, your confusion, your pain. Whatever it may be, just take it to God and He will heal your heart. And believe that He can heal your heart, because He can. And I'm telling you, in your most difficult moments, you're going to be able to discover God's true power and presence like never before. So just always remind yourself, God will heal you because He cares for you. So don't hesitate to take your pain to Him. Now, to also heal from your trauma, you must be able to forgive. And when I say forgive, that doesn't mean that you are removing the severity of what happened to you. You are simply forgiving yourself from all the emotional burden that you're holding. You're allowing yourself to experience freedom, because when you forgive the people that hurt you or what happened to you, then you let go of all the resentment and all the hurt. If you want to stay trapped in your trauma, don't forgive, because holding on to that bitterness is going to keep you stuck. And we don't want that. We're trying to heal ourselves. Always remember, forgiveness is releasing yourself from the power that trauma holds over you. It's by no means excusing the wrong done to you. So this is honestly a very crucial way to just make peace with what happened to you. Now, you need to also seek purpose in your trauma. You see, God can bring purpose from your pain. And that does not mean that God caused it. No. God did not cause what happened to you, but God can always use the evilness that has been done to you and turn it into good. This is how great our God is. So you may not see it now, but there's always power and great wisdom on the other side of trauma. Because here's the thing, I can even tell you guys about me, like there were so many things that I had to endure in my life, and I've been through so much. But guess what? I found my purpose through that pain. Because if I didn't experience rock bottom, I would have never had faith to begin with. And from that faith in Jesus, I would have never been able to find my purpose. I found my purpose because I came to learn how amazing faith is, and because I experienced it myself. Just know there's a very amazing scripture in the Bible that says, for a person who loves God, all things work together for the good. So even if you went through so much in your life, God is going to use that for good, because those things do not define you. And speaking of not letting your trauma define you, don't become a victim of your trauma. Yes, what you went through may be very difficult. What you went through may not be your fault, but guess what? It's your responsibility to heal. And you know, one of the most crucial ways to heal is to not let trauma define you. If you're wondering why so many people can't heal from their trauma, it's because they keep dwelling on the situation. If they were to talk about it, they don't talk about it in a way where it's like, yeah, this happened to me, but I'm moving on. This is in the past. No, they talk about it, and when they talk about it, they allow themselves to relive it. And when they relive it, they attach their identity to what happened to them. And this is so toxic, you don't understand. Listen, no matter what happened to you, you need to allow that to be what you've experienced. Don't allow it to be part of your identity, because what happened to you, the truth is, it doesn't define you. And so don't attach your whole being, your whole future aspirations to that tragedy that happened to you, because then you're not going to be able to move past it. You may come across so many people that are still living in their past trauma, and that is because they made it part of who they are. And I want to also add by saying, don't heal in isolation. If you find yourself in your room, crying all day long, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, guess what? These are not coming from God. This is coming from the devil. He wants to trap you, and he wants you to stay low. So you need to snap out of it, and you need to go out. Do what you love, as I told you guys. Also, try to seek support. Try to speak to people who reflect God's love and truth back to you. Whether it's friends, it's family, whatever it may be. Just make sure that you're not isolating yourself. And always remember that nothing can change the past, but God can heal your wounded heart. And no matter what happened to you in the past, keep it in the past. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is not my regular outro, but honestly, I hope this video helped someone out there. I'm telling you, you're stronger than what happened to you, and you're gonna heal. Just say that to yourself. I am gonna heal. It's a process. I'm gonna take it step by step, but I'm gonna come out of this process victorious. This is the mentality. And yeah, guys, if you want to see more videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my socials to stay connected with me, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.